Hi, Michelle. Can I just ask for your consent to record this for the University of Tasmania CAM 521 module?
Yeah.
Gets uploaded to YouTube to a private URL and then deleted once I have my grade.
Yeah, that's fine. I consent to that.
Thank you very much. Okay. So thanks for coming along today, Michelle. Lovely to see you.
Yeah, same here. Yeah.
Wonderful. All right. So I just want to check, how are you? How are you feeling today? How are you travelling?
Feeling all right. Wondering what this is all about. Yeah, it's work is pretty full on. We've got a report due at the end of the week.
Yeah.
We've got people going on holiday, so there's gaps to fill. I have also got some other assessments that I need to have completed by the end of September. So yeah, it's pretty full on.
Wow, there is a lot going on. All right, so the reason that I wanted to talk to you today is a couple of your team members have got in touch talking about an email you sent on Tuesday asking for, by the end of Tuesday, it was sort of about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and by close of business by 4:30, you needed some statistics, quite a lot of information in order to finalise this part of the report that you're doing. Do you remember that email that you sent out?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's an issue, is it?
Well, they were kind of felt that it was very last minute, that the email that you sent asked for all this information and gave them very little time to submit it. And they were obviously a little bit anxious about letting you and the team down around that. And I'm just wondering what led you to send that email with that kind of short time frame?
Okay, well, it shouldn't really have come as any shock to them,
Okay.
any of them, because I told them last Friday that that I needed to have that report information by the end of Tuesday. And to be honest, Tuesday comes along, not a peep out of anyone, no reply to my original email. So yeah, I fired off a quick sort of kick you up the bum email to try and get them to get their act together.
Okay.
Yeah, someone's obviously a bit upset about that.
All right. So if I can just reflect back and just check that I've heard you correctly. So you're saying that you'd already asked for some information the week before, was that?
Friday.
On the Friday before, okay. And then on the Tuesday you still haven't received that information that you asked for. Did you give a time frame on Friday of when you needed that information in by?
Well, I just thought it was obvious because the report's got to be in by Friday.
Okay.
And I can't really write the report until I have the statistics. I can't sort of write the synopsis, the summary. Maybe I didn't on Friday. Just put a deadline, but I certainly did on Tuesday.
Okay, all right. Well, look, thank you for your honesty, and that's, helpful. So I just want to reflect back, first of all, that your team have come to me on many occasions and very happy with you as a manager, and that there's a really good cohesive team that you've built up. So I think it's unusual that that this email was sent through. And can I just come back to some of the words you used there? You said a kick up the bum, and I fired off an email. It sounded like it was quite pressured. Is that right? Is that what I'm hearing?
Might have been a bit pressured.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I really wanted to motivate them to get that work done.
Okay. If I can perhaps turn that around, and you talk about that motivating, do you think let's say if I sent you out an email fired off like that, sort of without just saying I need it done in 2 hours, how would you find that motivational wise?
It's not exactly 2 hours.
Okay.
I mean, they did know on Friday.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Fair
that
point.
they needed to have that done. Look, I guess I probably would be a bit taken aback. I mean, I guess I am really busy, so if somebody is saying that something has to be done ASAP, sometimes it can be a bit tricky to fit in everybody's priorities.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Now, that's the second time you mentioned that you're busy and there's a kind of a pressure there.
Yeah.
Is there extra pressure on you at the moment to get this report through? Because normally you get these reports done, and as I say, the team are full of praise for how you run this and how it's normally going through. Is there something different this
Well,
time?
I do have 2 new staff members,
Right.
and they've taken a lot of extra, hands-on, showing them the ropes.
Yeah.
And then not only is this report due at the end of the week, but we have 2 assessments that have to be completed for a site visit and an audit
Right.
that are going to be done the second week of October. So, and it's sort of a lot to do to get things up to spec.
Yeah. Right. So you and the team are really quite under the pump.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
really.
How do you think you might be able to resolve this with your team? So it was a couple of the team members. There's a team of 6 of you. Is that right?
Yeah. Oh, and we've got a half timer.
Okay,
Yeah.
I've got time too.
Yeah.
So with the 2 members that kind of, they basically, what they've said is they felt quite anxious and they didn't want to let you and the team down. So not so much criticism of you, but clearly they were feeling the pressure too, enough to come to me. But as I say, they're very happy in the team, but they just felt that it wasn't motivating for them and it just increased their anxiety. How do you...
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, look, and...
It's a bit disappointing.
Yeah, no, I can understand that. How do you think we might go forward to kind of resolve that, to help the team and yourself out? Because you're obviously all under the pump.
Yeah. Well, I mean, normally we only have meetings fortnightly over Teams. But this might be a good opportunity to have an extra one just to talk about that specific issue. Because most of my staff do, a hybrid. They work from home a little bit and then they're in the office.
Right.
So having a in-office meeting is always a bit difficult.
Right.
It's better to have everyone online, to be honest.
Right.
So I could call a meeting for all of us, and we could sort of break it down, see if there's any issues people are having with getting those statistics. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
That sounds like a really good idea, and that could be done before this report is due to help bring the team together to get that result in for you.
Slip that in sort of mid-morning tomorrow.
Wonderful.
Before the end of the week.
So you can commit to that to get that done. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Now, what about you? What well-being have you got? What support are you getting? Because you've got 2 new staff members, you've got the report, and there was the other part of your workload.
A couple of assessments.
The assessments as well.
Yeah.
So have you
every 2 years those?
Okay, so they're big. All right. Yeah. So have you got anyone to help you, and do you have?
Do some of the work. I wish.
Okay.
But I've got someone to talk. Do you mean someone to talk to?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah. My line manager is got a good open door.
Oh, wonderful.
Policy. I suppose I could go have a little chat to her and tell her about the pressures. That'd be a good idea.
And then with this meeting, you've rounded up the team to kind of get the work done.
Yeah.
And that's great.
Yeah.
And is there any other well-being that you've got? What do you do that can kind of help you at the end of the day? Because that was a real pressure, it sounded like, where you let off steam with that.
Oh, I don't... pretty much, I think I can let it go.
Okay.
At the end of the week, yeah.
That's wonderful.
At the end of the day, yeah. Yeah, thanks.
All right. Look, thank you, Michelle. That sounds great. You've made that commitment now. We'll meet up again, maybe on Monday after the priority of your report's through, and we can meet again to have a chat and see how you're going. Does that sound fair enough?
Yeah, good. Okay.
Wonderful. Thanks for coming in.
Okay.
Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.